Okay, back to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. You tell one. We'll start with one. Same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think.
Huh?
We'll start number 3 now.
No,
Counting, she's
take
counting.
the last figure. Mera number aayega.
Because quality keeps decreasing.
Start with me. No, she's like talk about.
No, the whole last conversation, she was like, "Mera number aayega."
I was like, apna time aayega.
No, okay.
Okay,
You also
random
said another
topic then.
point.
We'll
Okay, random. Random. Nobody should be
Start with
offended.
Varsha. We'll start with
You have to be
Varsha.
alert, okay? We can come to you anytime.
So we'll start with Varsha.
They should also be alert.
Start with
Varsha.
Varsha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was saying this somewhere else also, Varsha. Somebody was asking me who was the laziest person on your set. I said, I don't know lazy. Yeah, sorry, I didn't answer for that. Then I said, who is the foodie on your set? Varsha. Who's the naughtiest person on your set? Varsha. Who's the funniest person on your set? Varsha. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't answer anybody else's name with Varsha. Having worked with Varsha, because it's like that one bouncing ball is going around the set, like. So that's my experience with Varsha. It's like a standing comedy is happening throughout the shooting experience. So loved it. It was a ball working with Varsha.
Bouncing ball.
Bouncing with the bouncing. Everybody on the set will be bouncing with her and laughing. Yeah, so that's my experience with working with her.
And yeah, so something about Varsha, I don't know. It works out. I don't know if it's that your talent or it's just.
It's just
No,
masti.
no, because కొంతమందికి ఐ ఫీల్ చాలా కష్టపడాలి కదా యాక్టర్లు ఆల్మోస్ట్ బట్టలు చించేసుకుని అలా దుమ్ములో అలా కష్టపడిపోతారు అప్పుడు తెలిసే ఆ గుడ్ యాక్టర్ కొంతమంది ఊరికి అలా కూర్చుంటే గుడ్ యాక్టర్
That's her.
No, it is something charming basically.
Yeah.
It'll work. You just put them in
Her
the frame.
facial expressions. Those expressions.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to joke.
When I saw Guntur
Middle class.
Middle Class Melodies, sorry.
The movie is only about Guntur.
Yeah.
Guntur is a character in that movie.
Yeah. No, but that is when I thought you have that energy. We should put you anywhere and it will work. That scene will work. So when she said, okay, I was like, happy, we are sorted.
You are perfect for that.
Thank you. And yeah, we were super fun the last catch up. The dancing particularly was amazing. Yeah. Looking forward to see it.
You were like,
Tonight again.
Looking forward to see
I was
tonight again.
thinking, I was in the morning, I was like, how can I recreate that? It's impossible.
You have to be full expectations. And now that I've said, I have told everyone. Have to. Yeah. Next.
Next we'll pick someone. We'll do Deekshit.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I shared this somewhere else also, and I'm so glad, Deekshit, that because of Meet Cute, your next thing is with Nani himself, and you're oka manchi role you're playing in Dasra. But back to Meet Cute, I think couple of days manam shoot chesam anukunta, and then I remember this very experience, and I still tell people when I talk about in-law. And అన్ని ఇన్లో చూపించిన వాళ్ళందరికీ ఆ సీన్ చాలా నచ్చింది బిట్వీన్ యూ అండ్ ఆకాంక్ష. సో ఐ టెల్ దెమ్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆఫ్ షూటింగ్ దట్. అంటే ఒక పర్స్పెక్టివ్ టు హీ కేమ్ టు ద సెట్. వన్ స్మాల్ సీన్ ఆఫ్ గెటింగ్ ఇన్ టు ద రూమ్ వాజ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ఓకే. We were just going for retake, and then I said, let's break here. We'll not do this, Ani. Then we'll do a break. And then we met in a caravan for lunch that day. So and then I told Dikshit, forget about the dialogues. Don't even think about dialogues. This is your character. This is how he feels. Ee character feels like this about Bollamma gurinchi ila anukuntadu. Idi tana mentality. These are his principles. Like, this is what he is thinking. This. If you ila nu nee amma gurinchi aalochinappudu nu ela maatladtavu. Adantha we had a conversation that was not related to the scene at all. అసలుకి బట్ ఐ డింట్ అది హెల్ప్ చేస్తుందా లేదా అని నాకు క్లారిటీ లేదు, బట్ ఐ థాట్ విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అంతే. దెన్ వీ వెంట్ బ్యాక్ ఆన్ సెట్. ఇట్ వాజ్ మ్యాజికల్, లైక్ దట్ హోల్ సెట్ సీన్ వర్క్డ్ అవుట్ సో వెల్, బికాస్ he got into a character look. He came in. So I fondly remember that conversation we had in the car. So in the caravan. Keep telling them. This is the backstory of that scene in the Maharaj.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for making me part of this.
So I've
family.
heard all the praises when the shoot happened, and then we were in one chala mainly so in Dasra, the film I'm doing right now. We needed a very important role, a really important role, and then I remembered what he said, and then he came into Dasra. Now remember that face. And I think in Telugu it's going to be Kannada gurinchi naku teliyadu. Actually, he's from Kannada industry, but I think he's going to get very busy post Dasara. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That's so
Amazing.
sweet, and thank you for being amazing co-artist. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You are amazing. Next.
Akanksha.
Akanksha. Nee, sir.
You can start.
Because I was with Akanksha.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So I first Devdas అనే సినిమాలో కలిసి పనిచేసాం. నాకు సార్కి పేరు నాకు రష్మి అండ్ we only had 2 scenes together. Yeah, Varsha, the song, and also that one scene which is hilarious actually, which I think కొంచెం editing లో పోయినట్టుంది. It's not there. But then itself, when I saw, I remember telling a lot of people that amazing talent సరిగ్గా వాడట్లేదు. సరిగ్గా ఏంటి తెలుగులో ప్రాపర్ సరైన రోల్ పడలేదు. If that one role happens to you, it will be amazing. And because after I watched the film, also, a lot of we didn't have any discrimination, but I told this to a lot of people. And when we were discussing, we came up with the cast. I said, it will be amazing. Because there's a certain naturality, there's certain believability you bring to the role. And I was very confident, and I loved your performance in Law.
So yeah, I think he covered all my points because he went. So I think, and then she's a director's actor. She'll be like, okay, what is it that you are seeing? Me idea enti, me character. And like ante oka format ki she's been used to, right? When I'm saying ఇదే క్యారెక్టర్ కావాలి నాకు ఈ బట్టలే వేసుకుంటారు లైక్ ఇదే మేకప్ కావాలి దెన్ షీ వాజ్ లైక్ ఐ యూ షూర్ ఇది వర్క్ అవుతుందా అని షీ హ్యాడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ బట్ నేను ఏం చెప్తే అది షీ వాజ్ లైక్ ఫాలోయింగ్ అండ్ దెన్ లైక్ దట్ గెటింగ్ ఇన్ టు ద క్యారెక్టర్ అండ్ లైక్ యూ సెడ్ amazingly it came
Thank
out.
you.
That's,
I am thankful that I got this opportunity because there are very few instances where we got to play such characters which we can relate to. So I think Pooja is that character, and it is the whole film, the whole story will always be so close to my heart. And I really want to thank Dikshit and Rohini Garu because it's not possible when you act. It's always give and take. You cannot perform entirely on on the basis that how you are performing. It definitely depends that what cues you are getting, what emotions you are getting. So
Right.
I am really thankful that I've been given this opportunity to work with you both and thoroughly enjoy. Thank you.
In Meet Cute, it was amazing in that role. And with Satyaraj Garu, like you said, such a senior actor. And the other day also we were talking about how when Satyaraj Garu is saying things, a lot of things work magically because of the reaction you give to them. How reaction is so important. We don't understand. We think that, continuously give some reaction, we'll put it in editing. No. Anything gets weight because of the reaction. Even when you say a line, like say, even a hero says a punchline, if there is no reaction, if the villain gives, yeah. That is not all. No, the hero's punchline won't work. So the reaction is so important, and there are so many beautiful things which worked out in Old is Gold because of Rohan's reaction.
Thank you so much. I think it's because of Satyaraj sir. He was so good that I didn't have to. I mean, I didn't put any efforts. I was just reacting to whatever he was saying. He was brilliant that way. And thank you so much. I
Thank
hope
you.
you do more films together.
We will. And next,
Govind. So I think I want to say like the way, I don't know if it's a Malayalam film industry or something, the way they like parts or decode that character, nobody does. Like more than the whole story that I wrote on the paper, Govind talked about what this guy was before. So I was shocked. Like, is this like how Malayalam industry works, where they're so into the character that they want to know everything about that character so that they can be best. So I was really impressed by that role, like that how much you immersed into that character. Had so many questions like that were not related to the script. It was not on the script. It's like, why this guy would have been like this, no, in the backstory. It's like, okay, how's that? Did I write something like that in the script? No, but he was like, okay, he was talking about something that would have happened in his past that made him do this. So that was really impressive. So I was really happy.
I like content also. Like as an actor, I like this writing part also, because of which I was very impressed with the way you wrote it. So I was just trying to see how did you come to this, because it was not only an actor's preparation that was happening. I was just trying to see how did she write this, like where did it begin, you know. So I was trying to travel with you in terms of that making part.
Things I didn't even think about, he was thinking.
That's why even the music and everything when you were giving, I was very interested in seeing how this new director is coming up with something very challenging, and she is coming up with that music. So that is why I was like consistently asking you about what kind of, you know, from where did you get this reference? Is that person going to make this, like, I mean, this is like too much, because the kind of references we take is like international references, which we feel that will we be able to come up with something like this, create new something with it. So I was very excited to work with it. So that's what I said, you know, I really enjoyed that process.
Thank you.
Yeah, and going with I think like you said, how they look and then offer the same roles. I think that's because of the beard and how you look basically. But I think the role she offered you is much closer to you, who you are actually. Because I've always seen you smiling, and even I was shooting for an ad in Cochin, and then you came there, and that was the first time
We went for film awards also.
film award, and then this one, and every time I see you smiling and it's full of positive, a lot of, and then, but you're playing this hardcore, you know. So I think this is much closer to you. I think that is why he was overthinking also.
Like,
Yeah. So I said, it's very soft, nice, very sweet. I think you're like, for a lot of girls it will be like, I want a guy like that kind of a role it is. So lucky you. So you have to getting a lot of phone calls. Yeah. And next.
Raja? Chaman Raja.
నేను స్టార్ట్ రాజాతో నేను కలిసి పనిచేసాము. సో ఐ థింక్ రాజా నేను ఆల్రెడీ నువ్వు చెప్పినట్టు చాలా సరదాగా ఉంటాడు, కానీ బయట
Even today is actually
fine.
We just you can be this fun self outside also.
Yeah. And మా శాస్త్రి గారు అబ్బాయి, అండ్ ఫస్ట్ నేను యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు ఇప్పుడు గుర్తు, ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ అయినప్పుడు మనాలిది కాదు, మనాలిది ఓకే వీ కాదు, ఇంతకుముందు నువ్వు ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ అయినప్పుడు నువ్వు సినిమా ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడే ఐ ఫెల్ట్ దిస్ గై హ్యాస్ దట్ కనెక్ట్. అంటే ఆన్ స్క్రీన్ మనకి చూసినప్పుడు కొంతమంది కొన్ని ఫేస్లు మనం చూస్తాం కానీ మర్చిపోదాం, గుర్తుండదు, ఇమీడియట్గా ఒక ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉండిపోదు. ఒకసారి చూసిన వెంటనే మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడ చూసామో అని గుర్తు రాకుండా ఉంటుంది కొన్నిసార్లు, కానీ ఒకసారి చూస్తే గుర్తొచ్చే ఒక ఏమంటారు ఒక అపియరెన్స్ ఉంటుంది కొంతమంది. అది రాజాకు ఉంది సంహవ్. అండ్ అంటే నేను ఎప్పుడు చెప్పలేదు కానీ ఇంటి దగ్గర కలిసాము ఆ తర్వాత. అండ్ లైక్ నాకు ఐ హ్యావ్ టూ మెనీ మెమరీస్. శాస్త్రి గారు చాలాసార్లు ఒకసారి నాతో ఫోన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు రాజా గురించి కూడా మాట్లాడారు. సో నాకు తెలియకుండా బ్యాక్ ఆఫ్ మై మైండ్ పెద్దగా కలవకపోయినా తను ఏదో బాగా ఎప్పుడు కలిసినట్టే ఒక ఫీలింగ్. అండ్ తర్వాత మేము బీలో కలిసిపోయి చేసాం. సో అగైన్ దేర్ ఇస్ ఇప్పుడు రాజా కూడా అంతే. ఐ థింక్ యూ సెలెక్టెడ్ ద రైట్ యాక్టర్, ఎందుకంటే ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ గివ్ దెమ్ లౌడ్ రోల్స్ నో దే విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ సటిల్ అండ్ న్యాచురల్. దోస్ ఆర్ ద యాక్టర్స్ యూ గాట్ అండ్ యువర్ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఇస్ లైక్ దట్, సో ఇట్ ఆల్ కాంప్లిమెంటెడ్. అండ్ రాజా ఆల్సో మేడ్ ఇట్ లైక్ ఓల్డ్ ఈజ్ గోల్డ్ మోంటేజెస్ చూసినప్పుడు దే మేడ్ ఇట్ వర్క్. అంటే వాళ్ళిద్దరిని చూస్తుంటే నాకు ఏదో యాక్టర్స్ అన్నట్టు కాకుండా ఇట్ లుక్ వెరీ కన్విన్సింగ్, ఇట్ లుక్ లైక్ రిలేటబుల్. దిస్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ హ్యాపెన్ టు మీ ఆల్సో. You try to relate when the actors are real. You don't relate when then it feels like acting, or because you don't act in real life, so you don't relate. So amazing, Raja. Raja actually had screen time koncham takwa in the episode lo, but
remembered.
but episode everdi ante you will say Satyaraj garu Nani and Raja muggurdi episode. So solid impact ichadu.
Thank you.
I think that's what I like when he comes into the set and he'll be like completely a goofball, joking around, and he'll be like, oh, he won't take anything seriously, and this is like, and he'll be joking. He dialogue chappacha, like chappala, ilage ani, and but he'll come into the scene and he'll be totally into that subtle character. That jokes all apart, and inta joke chesi inta navista unnadu, really anta serious ga teeskuntada ee dialogue anpistadi, then action and you get what you asked for. So that was amazing.
Thank you. I really
Even
loved
if it's
it.
a one-day shoot, I really loved it.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. One thing about Nani, మన బీ షూటింగ్ అప్పుడు జస్ట్ వాంట్ టెల్ లైక్ డాడీ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు కదా, సో సమ్ స్మాల్ ఇన్సిడెంట్. ఈవినింగ్ డిన్నర్ అప్పుడు ఇంద్రగండి గారు, నువ్వు, నేను ఉన్నాం. సో నాన్నగారి దగ్గర నుంచి సాంగ్ వర్షన్ వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ, మనసు మరి. సో యాక్చువల్గా ముందు ఒక వర్షన్ రాశారు, నాని అండ్ మోహన్ కృష్ణ గారు డిస్కస్ చేసుకుని ఇంకో వర్షన్ ఏదో కావాలని అడిగినట్టున్నారు. సో డాడ్ గేవ్ అనదర్ వర్షన్. ఈ లైన్ అంటే నువ్వు మాట్లాడుతావు శాస్త్రి గారితో అన్నారు. పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఉందంటున్నా నేను, పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఉందని నాకు
ఇంకా అక్కడ దాకా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు డిస్కస్ నో డౌట్. యా అండ్ శివ దేర్ ఇస్ నేను యాక్చువల్లీ నేను ఇంతకు ముందు ఇది చూడలేదు, అండ్ తను షీ వాజ్ పర్టికులర్, శివాయే కావాలా ఎపిసోడ్ కి అని చెప్పి. నువ్వేం చూస్తావు, నేను చూడను, నేను ఇక్కడ అన్ని సినిమాలు చూస్తుంటాను, యూ డోంట్ గెట్ వాచ్ తెలుగు ఫిల్మ్స్ అయితే. అండ్ షీ వాజ్ వెరీ పర్టికులర్. అండ్ దెన్ చాలా ఇనీషియల్ గా కాస్టింగ్ విషయానికి వచ్చినప్పుడు తన ఈ రెండు రోల్స్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయి, ఈ రోల్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది, ఈ రోల్స్ కి కావాలి, ఫస్ట్ ఫిక్స్ అయింది నువ్వే.
First cast I finalized with you.
Yeah, so she was super confident. I was like, what is the confidence? అందుకే నేను యాక్చువల్లీ ఓన్లీ టైమ్ ఐ విజిటెడ్ షూట్ వాజ్ వెన్ షీ వాజ్ షూటింగ్ దట్ ఎపిసోడ్, బికాజ్ I was my Shyam Singh Roy set was right next to it, and set I just dropped in and I was in costume. I said no photograph, I'm coming direct from the shot, and then I came in and I was seeing, and
balcony.
Everybody was in one nice mood and all that. Decided when the take was happening, I came behind her. I asked them to be silent because it was rolling, and like I thought she'll say cut, and then she'll realize that I'm there behind. She said cut. She went, spoke something to him, came back like I'm standing here. Okay, like she went for like 5-6 minutes without noticing that I'm there. Like I was so happy because everybody was like in the mood. I was like, I shouldn't be disturbing them now. I should get out immediately as soon as possible. And Starstruck is one of my favorite. Ada is not here, but you and Ada, chemistry, physics, everything worked very good. Yeah, Max worked out for me. Producer ki. So it's beautiful. It's like a chinna fairy tale and Starstruck is, and like again, I said, even though it's a fairy tale, you guys made it very feel real. And generally, అయితే ఒక random గా ఒక అబ్బాయి ఒక స్టార్ ని కలవటం అనుకోకుండా రోడ్ మీద, it's something it is not real అనిపించచ్చు. But when you watch Starstruck, it will feel very real. So you are amazing, Shiva, and even Ada did a killer job.
Yeah, I think that's
and
what
great music. I love the song.
Starstruck has the best.
Yeah,
so,
beautiful song.
Yeah, so I think that's what I think you covered pretty much everything by my first casting. But I think like I Deepthi to matladnattu, we had lot of conversation to get into the character, and then that's how that last scene where I could really see Aman in that scene. Andike nu vachina nen notice cheyaledu because he killed it at that time. So he was really I had so much fun. Like one of the most like obit అంటే నేను అమన్ గా ఎందుకు పిక్ చేసుకున్నాను కూడా చెప్తాను. Like office ki he came first time, and the way he'll talk every time to me or Prashant or anybody is like, okay, always folded hands, and Akka. Okay, Akka. Okay. Whatever you want. Okay. Sure. That. Sure. Like that was Aman for me. That very obedient, down to earth guy who was not the typical macho stereotype or anything, but I was like, yes, that's my Aman. So that's
Thank you, Akka, for giving me this.
So, and
finally.
Rani man. So, నాకు వచ్చిన నేను చెప్పాలి జస్ట్ బిఫోర్ క్లోజింగ్ నాకు నీ ఫస్ట్ అలా మొదలైంది ఫిలిం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు బేసిక్లీ నాకు ఐఎమ్ హ్యూజ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ మణిరత్నం అండ్ ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్ ఐ టోల్డ్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఐఎమ్ బిగ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ మణిరత్నం. సో ఆల్ Maniratnam's heroines I had a crush growing up, this big crush. Okay, literally full crush. I wanted a girlfriend like that. Every film I had a big crush. But I was thinking different girls, different movies. Why did I have a crush on all the girls? Because for all the girls, Rohini member. And it was the voice. It was not the girl. Then look at irony. The Rohini ma'am only played mother roles. So, but నాకు అలా మొదలైంది సడన్ గా నాకు ఈ వాయిస్ తెలుసు ఈ వాయిస్ I didn't know that she did. And then she casual గా కాన్వర్సేషన్ అగ్రీ నేనే అన్ని చెప్తుంటే నాకు ఇమ్మీడియట్ then it started thinking and I was in awe. I was like I was like fanboy on set and she used to walk ఇలా ఆ రూమ్ నుంచి రూమ్ లోకి వెళ్తే I used to like just look at her. I wanted to hear those dialogues but I couldn't ask her. I couldn't dare. Yeah.
I think he was more interested in knowing how did Mani sir get that from you, like so you were more you kept asking because you were a greater fan of Mani sir.
No, that Mani sir aware kada neenane heroine a voice. No, because it's really there's a warmth in Rohini ma'am's voice and in that face and in just the way like she really reminds me of my mom, like when you like the way you wrote Lakshmi Gani and like something with me evantaru
relatable and my mom, my family,
essential family member here. Yeah, very warm, heartwarming, like warmth. So and then it was a blockbuster, that film, and a lot of people used to tell me that our scenes are so good. And then tarvat we did Gentleman, again super hit again. So every time we met, some magic happened on screen. So she's like a lucky charm, and
so glad I got you. Lucky charm.
Yeah. So yeah,
you guys own the lucky charm.
On this stage, let's make the deal. So after na dates అయిపోతే మీరు మిగతా సినిమాలకి వచ్చి
for sure.
Yeah, and I think if entire meet tour, one of everyone is amazing, but one of the best performances is Rohini ma'am.
Yes.
I totally agree. ఇవాళ నేను చెప్పినట్టు somebody, it was like నేను ఎప్పుడు నేర్చుకోలేదు డైరెక్షన్, యాక్టింగ్, సీన్ ఎలా చదవాలనేది నేను నేర్చుకోలేదు. That 4 days of or 5 days of working with Rohini ma'am was a crash course in film school. Like అంటే ఒక సీన్ ఎలా అప్రోచ్ అవ్వాలి, ఈ చిన్న చిన్న nuances ఎలా వర్క్ చేస్తాయి అనేది I got to learn so much from you ma'am. And the conversations, మన ఇద్దరు meet cute.
Yeah,
the conversations, and I'm so glad you brought up that first scene. అంత సీనియర్ యాక్టర్ అయింది, నాకు మీ హెయిర్ మార్చాలి మ్యామ్ అని అందుకని మీరు వెళ్ళిపోయి క్యారవాన్ వెళ్ళి చేంజ్ చేసేసి ఇది ఓకేనా అనడం వాజ్ మై లైక్ మైండ్ బ్లోయింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
That was like
not
that's when you had me.
I thought I pissed you off or something and she said no, I'll go change and cheat.
That's when you had me. So that's it. I know I would say again and again that even if she had approached not with this one thing of Nani or Akka Kakundane ante kada, I would have definitely said okay, come, let's do it. So
Thank you ma'am.
So before we close, I wanted to definitely talk about Satyavraj sir.
Yes.
He's not there, but on the first day నేను Satyavraj sir ని షూట్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది. అంతకన్నా బెస్ట్ like more down to earth actor guy, the one who got in like his humility, ఆయన వర్క్ ఎథిక్ మాత్రం ఐఎమ్ fan and lifelong I'll be remembering ఒక టీచ్ లైక్ అంటే వర్క్ కి ఎంత ప్యాషన్ తో రావాలి, 100 సినిమాలు చేసినా ఎంత డిసిప్లిన్ ఉండాలనేది ఆయన దగ్గర నేర్చుకున్నాను. అండ్ ఓల్డ్ ఇస్ గోల్డ్ లో ఆయన ఒక సీన్ మాత్రం ఐ థింక్ సంథింగ్ ఎవ్రీబడి విల్ లవ్. అండ్ ఆయన సొంతగా ఆయన సీన్ చదివి నేను ఈ సీన్ లో ఏడవచ్చా అని నన్ను అడిగారు. అంటే సార్ ఇది నేను ఏడుస్తారని రాయలేదు సార్, మీ ఇష్టం అని అంటే నాకు ఏడుపు వస్తే నేను ఏడవచ్చా అన్నారు. అండ్ దెన్ ఆయన సీన్ చేస్తూ ఆయన కళ్ళల్లో నీళ్ళు రావడం, మా సెట్ లో అందరికీ కళ్ళల్లో నీళ్ళు రావడం ఫ్రమ్ మై డైరెక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టు ఎవ్రీబడి is one of the most memorable experience of this whole shoot. So I wanted to say on this stage, thank you so much Satyaraj sir for being part of Meet Cute.
Thank you sir. నా సైడ్ నుంచి కూడా నేను జెర్సీ చేసిన తర్వాత after that is when this was happening, and then I was telling her stories about how amazing it was working with Satyaraj sir. And then Satyaraj sir కూడా నా మీద సాఫ్ట్ కార్నర్ నుండి ఫోన్ చేసిన వెంటనే he said I want to do this అన్నారు. So we're so glad that Satyaraj sir was part of this one. Thank you sir. And yeah, man, I think తొందరగా wrap చేయాలి. I think we went too long because this interview చాలా మన 10 ఇంటర్వ్యూలతో సమానం. So thank you so much guys.
Thank you
so much. And Meet Cute is special and you guys made it very special. And
watch it on Sony Live. On
from
already
fully into marketing. And I see one emotion I'm letting it dominate, but she's into marketing.
No, they told us.
Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, and let's enjoy this whole process. And post 25th or whenever, just don't please watch only your episodes, watch others. And comment on your accounts, social media platforms, and let people know what your opinions are. Thank you.
Thank you.
I did a good job.
Great job.
Director చెప్పాలి.
Oh, thank you. Amazing.